And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Boshermer Gymnasium USA South Conference Tournament action semifinals in the Women's Basketball Conference Tournament as the Tornadoes host NC Wesleyan. Tornadoes, the number 2 seed in the tournament. NC Wesleyan seeded 3rd. The winner of this matchup will advance to the USA South Conference Championship to be held Saturday. And the winner of this matchup will face off against the winner of Methodist and Southern Virginia. Methodist, the 4 seed, Southern Virginia, the 1 seed. The highest remaining seed will host that championship game. But first things first, Tornadoes facing off against NC Wesleyan. These two teams met twice in the regular season. Tornadoes swept both meetings. First one way back in the 2024 calendar year as the Tornadoes defeated NC Wesleyan 87-61. Josie Hester with 21 points. Jada Petty-Wilkins with 20 points in that one. And then less than 1 week ago, these two teams faced off against each other in the regular season finale for both teams this past Saturday at NC Wesleyan's place in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. The Tornadoes taking care of business against NC Wesleyan 74-67. Josie Hester with 29 points and 8 rebounds. McKenna Parkins with 15 points in that victory for Brevard College. Tornadoes with a huge win in the first round. Dominant victory, 103-31 over Greensboro. Set a new school record for most points in a game, and Sports Information Director Joseph Marvin had to dig deep in the archives because you got to go all the way back to 2010. Last time the Tornadoes put up a number similar to that. 101 was the previous record in a win over Truett McConnell back in 2010. So record stood for 15 years until the Tornadoes scored 103 on Tuesday night. The win over Greensboro. So we're counting down to tip-off. Tornadoes and Battling Bishops. Semifinals of the USA South Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. Thanks for joining us. USA South Conference Women's Basketball action coming up shortly. Just about to tip off. Big matchup, obviously, here. USA South Conference semifinal. Tornadoes and Battling Bishops. Jada Petty Wilkins tips it to Parkins. A three-pointer from Hester brought down by Parkins. Lexi Shepard. So second chance opportunity right away for the NATOs. Shepard looking for Parkins down low. Well defended. Inea Hall. Three-pointer from Petty Wilkins from way downtown. Rebounded by Dorinda Jordan. Jordan and the low block. Here's Copeland. Knocked away momentarily, at least, by Petty Wilkins. 12 on the shot clock for NC Wesleyan. Parkins with the rebound off the Jordan miss. Just getting started here. USA South Conference semifinals. 1 minute elapsed as Parkins dribbles to her left, was looking for Leah Boyce. Ball's tapped out of bounds. So both teams on the defensive end active thus far. Shepard is looking for Boyce. And taken away by NC Wesleyan. So empty possessions so far for both these sides in this semifinal. Simmons amongst the trees. Boyce was there defensively. Hester then comes up with a loose ball up ahead to Parkins. Parkins to Shepard. Shepard splits two defenders. Misses, but Boyce is there to clean it up. And the rebound and the finish. 2-0 NATOs. Three-pointer from Williams off the mark. Brought down by Boyce. Bucket there by Jada Petty Wilkins puts the NATOs ahead 4-0. So especially on the defensive end, the Tornadoes looking very strong, very active. Now in a zone defense, 2-3 zone, as Parkins rotates over to defend Copeland. And a finish there, mid-range jumper by Corinthian Williams, senior out of Williamsburg, Virginia. 4-2 your score. You can feel a different energy amongst these two teams here in this semifinal. Has stolen away there, Simmons, and the finish, fast break layup, Nadia Simmons. Nadia Simmons comes all the way from Henderson, Henderson, Nevada. Graduate student. As Boyce finds Parkins and the finish. We've seen that combination so many times in their career, the Marion, North Carolina, McDowell High School connection. Jumper on the baseline, no good from Hall. Brought down by Hester. Petty Wilkins from downtown. It's good. Petty Wilkins with the beautiful stroke. And just like that, Tornadoes up 9-4. Three-pointer the other way. A big-time answer from Copeland. 9-7 your score. Shepard hands it off to Petty Wilkins. Petty Wilkins from downtown. Off the back iron. Strong rebound from Jordan. 5:38 to play here in this first period. Petty Wilkins there defensively, blocking that attempt from Simmons. First sub for either side. Harmony Martin is checked in, the sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina. She replaces Hall. And a miss there from Copeland. And the Tornadoes with another stop. NC Wesleyan 3 of 9 from the field. Brevard shooting even 50%, 4 of 8. And timeout on the court with your score 9-7. Brevard 9, NC Wesleyan 7. Starting 5 still on the court for Brevard. Petty Wilkins, Hester, Parkins, Shepard, and Boyce. As Copeland swings it over to Martin. Strong take there from Williams, but well defended at the same time by Brevard. Hester with the rebound, her third. And then Hester down low. Strong defense by both sides. We're seeing that throughout this game. You got to hand it to these student athletes. Martin with a long-range three. It's no good. Rebounded by Boyce. Boyce with 3 rebounds. Parkins has 3 as well. Parkins. Shepard. Petty Wilkins. 9 on the shot clock. Shepard probing, hands it off to Boyce. Now 2 on the shot clock. And it'll be ruled a shot clock violation. So the clock stops at 3:45. Again, I'm impressed by both teams' defensive effort so far. We're seeing some additional subs here for NC Wesleyan going to their bench early. Kara Hughes has checked in, freshman from Maryland. That's Hughes with the basketball right there. Meanwhile, here's Evans, who's checked into the game as well. Defended well once again by the NATOs. NC Wesleyan now 3 of 12 from the field. Petty Wilkins from downtown. It's good. Petty Wilkins now has hit 2 threes. 8 points to lead all scorers. 8 of the 12 points from Brevard have come off the hot hand of Petty Wilkins. And back the other direction, it'll be a stop for the NATOs. China Pouncey's checked into the game. The experience of China Pouncey, this is her 5th consecutive USA South Conference tournament. Petty Wilkins with the finish. 14-7 now your score, and Petty Wilkins with an early 10 points. Petty Wilkins scored 20 against NC Wesleyan here at the Bosch back in December, as a finish there from Evans is good. NATOs by 5. Hester dribbles to her right. Ball bounces out of bounds. It'll be NC Wesleyan ball. Also checking in for the NATOs. Kennedy Noble. And Noble right on cue with the rebound. Petty Wilkins the other direction. Shepard and Boyce get a breather. As rebounded there by Eza. Loose ball. Petty Wilkins, great hustle. Flying out of bounds, finds Kennedy Noble, and the finish. Petty Wilkins, a next level hustle play. Went flying into the stands. Kept that ball alive. As three-pointer misses there. Christina Roan, meanwhile, checks in. Oh, my, what a hustle play from Jada Petty Wilkins. We have a timeout on the court, 30-second timeout by NC Wesleyan. Tornado 16, NC Wesleyan 9.
Probably one of the prettiest places on the earth. And to come to somewhere where it's such a tight-knit community, where everybody has your back, I mean, you're not going to find that anywhere else at bigger schools.
I like to go hang out at the coffee shop, sit outside at the picnic tables, maybe do a little bit of homework there, and just socialize because there's always somebody that I know there.
Brevard does make it easy to come here. The admission process is very simple.
Brevard College, a top choice for students around the world.
Back here at the Boshamer Gymnasium, Christina Roan hands it off to Pouncey. Petty Wilkins from three. She's had the hot hand so far. Pouncey with a great offensive rebound, setting up Parkins. She misses the three-pointer. Pouncey there again on the offensive board. She's incredulous with the referee's decision that it's NC Wesleyan ball. You gotta love the passion and the energy from the graduate student, China Pouncey. 2-3 zone for the NATOs. Long two-pointer, no good. Then a battle underneath, and it's going to be a foul on NC Wesleyan. Joy Eza and Parkins battling for position, and foul on Eza. NC Wesleyan under the direction of Artina Trader, 16th season. Turnaround jumper there from Parkins. Unable to connect. And then a double dribble call on NC Wesleyan. So another turnover for NC Wesleyan. That's their third. And then stolen away by Hughes. Then Rose with the rebound. She threw it up ahead to Petty Wilkins, then a foul on Evans. Crowd starting to get into it here at the Bosch as well. Down to the final 19 seconds of this first quarter. Pouncey. Roan from downtown. It's good. Christina Roan. Now three the other way at the buzzer. Hughes with the answer. Oh my. Back and forth we go. We see a brilliant three-pointer from Christina Roan. And then Kiera Hughes the other direction at the buzzer. 19-12 your score at the end of the first. Great first quarter of play. Exciting stuff here at the Bosch. Back here at the Boshamer Gymnasium, exciting first quarter of action. 19-12, Tornadoes on top. Christina Roan directing traffic. Petty Wilkins. Simmons on the defensive end. Pouncey, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hall. Hall with the turnaround jumper. It's good. 19-14. So three-pointer at the buzzer to head into the first quarter break, and then a bucket there from NC Wesleyan. It's a 5-point ball game. Petty Wilkins will have a trip to the free throw line. Now, this is the first trip to the charity stripe for either team. And a lane violation on Brevard College. So BNC Wesleyan ball, 2014 your score after Petty Wilkins made the first of the 2 attempts. Nine minutes and counting here in the second quarter. Pouncey defending tightly against Hall. Roan. Double teamed. Great trap defense by NC Wesleyan, and they come up with the turnover. You got to hand it to NC Wesleyan. Active defensively. Not afraid to get up in your face, and that time executing a trap right around the midcourt line, and turnover against Brevard College. Brevard's had a little trouble with its NC Wesleyan defense. 8 turnovers. Three-pointer there is no good from Williams. Here comes Hester the other direction. Still waiting for Hester to get it going. Has not scored in this contest. Parkins from downtown. It's no good. Rebounded by Copeland. Copeland swings it over to Williams. Williams with the floater. It's good. And with the kiss off the glass, 2016. Petty Wilkins brings the ball across midcourt. Backing down her defender, Simmons, now finds Hester. Back to Petty Wilkins. Was looking for Noble. Copeland with the steal, getting in that passing lane. And then a foul on the other end by Petty Wilkins. So another turnover for Brevard. 6 steals for NC Wesleyan, 9 turnovers for Brevard College. Nalia Boyce checks in. So the 4 starters in Boyce, Petty Wilkins, Hester, and Shepard on the court. Also Kennedy Noble as McKenna Parkins gets a breather. Hall, Williams, Copeland, Simmons, and Jordan on the court for NC Wesleyan. That's the original starting lineup. .720 and counting here in this second period. Shepard. Boyce. Here's Petty Wilkins. A wide open 3 is no good. And it'll be NC Wesleyan ball. Annalie Morris checks in for the first time in this USA South Conference semifinal. Morris had great contributions in that first round win over Greensboro. Morris replaces Kennedy Noble. Meanwhile, three-pointer is good by Williams. And just like that, it's a 1-point ball game. Tornadoes had led by as many as 10 late in that first quarter. Annalie Morris finds Boyce, and then Boyce is fouled. And Boyce will head to the free throw line. Foul on Copeland. First individual foul, second team foul. Boyce with a pair of free throws and a timeout on the court. 22-19, Brevard on top.
Every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they're seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
Back here at the Bosmer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College. Semifinal action in the USA South Conference Women's Basketball Championship Tournament. And trip to the free throw line coming for Corinthian Williams. Foul on Hester. Hester's first, team foul number 2. Williams at the line. First free throw up and good. Second free throw good as well. Back to a 1-point ball game. NC Wesleyan's outscored Brevard 9-3 here in the second period. Shepard setting up the offense for the NATOs. Here's Morris, stolen away by Simmons. Simmons with the fast break finish. And NC Wesleyan has taken their first lead of the contest here at the 5:50 mark in the second period. Morris along the baseline, misses the layup. And coast to coast, but then stripped away by Shepard. Simmons was headed towards the basket like a freight train, but Shepard able to get her hand in there. Meanwhile, NC Wesleyan keeps the possession. NC Wesleyan enjoying their first lead of the ballgame. A strong second period for the Battling Bishops. Boyce with the rebound, her fourth. Teddy Wilkins the other direction. Tornadoes 0 for 4 from the field this quarter. Morris from 3, it's no good. Rebounded by Copeland. And traveling violation on the Battling Bishops. And the fourth turnover for the Battling Bishops. That's a category that Battling Bishops have outperformed Brevard. Brevard with 10 turnovers. Hester from downtown, it's no good. And see Wesleyan the other direction. Hall to Williams. Williams with the finish. A 13-3 scoring run here in this second period. Tornadoes 0 for 6 from the field. Their 3 points all coming from the charity stripe. And foul there on NC Wesleyan. 25-22. NC Wesleyan can think back to that end of the first quarter. When the Tornadoes hit a three-pointer by Roan, but then Hughes went the other direction as their finish, meanwhile, from Simmons, 25-22. Hughes at the end of that first quarter hit a buzzer beater. And ever since, NC Wesleyan has been on a tear. As Boyce finally breaks the scoring run, it was 19-10. Check that, 19-9 back in that first quarter. Huge scoring run from NC Wesleyan, but Hester has other ideas as back-to-back buckets by Boyce and now Hester. Puts NC Wesleyan ahead, 27-26. Stolen away by Hester. Hester up ahead. And it'll be Brevard ball. (27-27). Tornadoes have ceased the scoring run by NC Wesleyan, now trying to get something going even further on the offensive end. Here's Hester from three. It's no good. And it'll remain Tornado ball underneath. 2:30 to play here. Second quarter. Shepard. Stolen away promptly by Jordan on the inbounds pass. It's the 8th steal by the Battling Bishops, and then a finish there. Well done by Hall. Hall now with 4 points. Williams, by the way, leads the Battling Bishops with 11. That matches the game high of Petty Wilkins with 11 as well. Here's Boyce down low, well defended by NC Wesleyan. 29-27. The number 3 seed on top. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Hester. Petty Wilkins. Here's Lexi Shepard along the baseline. Stolen away again, and then a quick foul from Parkins. NC Wesleyan thoroughly impressed with their defensive work, making things very challenging for Brevard College. Nine steals. Tornadoes with 12 turnovers, 9 of which have come via the steal by NC Wesleyan, and then bucket down low by Hall. Big time finish there, 31-27. NC Wesleyan up by 4. And a turnover there off of Boyce. 79 seconds to play here until halftime. Jumper there is good by Williams. Shepard dribbles to her left. Boyce brought down by Shepard. Second chance opportunity. Hester from mid-range. It's good. So Hester with 5 points in the later portions of this second quarter. .40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Parkin. Shot clock off. As down to the final 20 seconds of this first half. Three-pointer is good from Parkins. Parkins from three. Tornadoes felt like they really needed that heading into halftime. Three-pointer the other direction, no good. But NC Wesleyan will take a 33-32 lead into the break. Tornadoes led 19-9 late in that first quarter. A buzzer-beating three-pointer made it 19-12, and then in the second quarter, NC Wesleyan with a 21-13 advantage over the NATOs. Petty Wilkins with 11 points. Nalia Boyce with 6. Parkins with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Lexi Shepard with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. NC Wesleyan led by Williams with 13. Hall and Simmons each have 6. Leading rebounder for the Battling Bishops is Jordan with 4. Simmons with 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks to go along with her 6 points. So Tornadoes will regroup, and NC Wesleyan will meet in their locker room as well. And we'll see what this second half has in store. NATOs versus Battling Bishops. Second round of the USA South Conference Tournament. Back here at the Boshemer Gymnasium, semifinal action of the USA South Conference Women's Basketball Championship Tournament. NC Wesleyan with a 33-32 lead, the 3 seed, up by 1 point ahead of the host Brevard College, the number 2 seed in this tournament. Brevard led by Jada Petty-Wilkins with 11 points, 2 made 3-pointers. Nalia Boyce with 6 points. Josie Hester and McKenna Parkins each with 5. Christina Roan with 3 points and Kennedy Noble with a pair of points as well. Lexi Shepard with 5 assists. And on the boards, McKenna Parkins leading the way, along with Nalia Boyce, each with 5 rebounds. NC Wesleyan led by Corinthian Williams with 13 points. Simmons and Hall each with 6. Hughes with 3, and that was a big 3-pointer, a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter that really sort of propelled the Bishops into the second quarter where they went on a tear. Leading rebounder for NC Wesleyan, Jordan with 4. 4 assists for Simmons. The NC Wesleyan defense has been a big story, led by Simmons with 3 steals. She also has 3 blocked shots. Grand total of 9 steals for NC Wesleyan. And the turnover battle has gone the way of the battling Bishops, 13-5. Both teams shooting fairly similar numbers. NC Wesleyan 39% field goal percentage, Tornadoes 36%. Tornadoes have made 4 3-pointers on 15 attempts. NC Wesleyan 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Brevard 4 of 4 free throws. NC Wesleyan 2 of 4, so haven't seen too many trips to the line altogether. Tornadoes led 19-9 late in that first quarter. The buzzer beater by Hughes. Then a 21-13 advantage for NC Wesleyan in the second period. All adds up to a 33-32 lead for NC Wesleyan as we head to the start of the third quarter. Missed there by Hall, rebounded by Hester. Parkins. Petty-Wilkins. Was trying to post up Copeland, and NC Wesleyan comes up with the takeaway. 3-pointer the other direction, no good. Rebound and the putback by Hall misses as well. Pass up ahead to Parkins. Shepard trying to organize this offense for the NATOs. Hester missing from 3. Hester, the leading scorer for Brevard College, averaging 16 points this season. Still looking to get it going. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. And a finish there by Boyce. Boyce now has 8 points. 34-33, NATO's back on top. Three-pointer the other direction's good. Good-looking stroke there by Copeland. That's her second 3 of the game. Parkins with the finish on the other end. So Boyce and now Parkins delivering down low for the NATOs. All tied up at 36. Hester with a takeaway from Jordan. Now Jordan defending Hester tightly. Petty Wilkins hands it off to Shepard. All tied up at 36. Taken away there by Simmons. Simmons up ahead. Simmons, strong take to the hoop. Rebound and put back, no good. Rebounded by Parkins. Parkins, a home run ball to Boyce. And little too much on it, unable to connect. Possession will go back to NC Wesleyan. Copeland. Here's Simmons. Parkins getting in the passing lane. 7:23 to play here in the third period. Petty Wilkins disrupting the inbounds pass from NC Wesleyan. Evans missing down low. Here comes Shepard the other way. Shepard. Double teamed, finds Petty Wilkins. Petty Wilkins from three, it's no good. Rebounded by Jordan. Here's Copeland the other way, and then it's knocked away by Shepard. .656 to play. Knotted up at 36. We've been stuck on this number for a while. Foul on Shepard. Baseline jumper is no good from Jordan. And then a foul as Shepard came down with the rebound. And a little out of control. Evans with her second foul, team foul number 1 for NC Wesleyan. Hester will earn a trip to the free throw line. Good looking pass from Parkins to find a cutting Hester. As Hester will step to the free throw line. Hester with 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist. Make it 6 points. And the Tornadoes a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Tornadoes back into their zone defense. Seen a mixture of zone and man-to-man from the Nados, especially later in this 2024-25 season. Hester the other direction. Here's Petty Wilkins. Parkins from three. It's good. McKenna Parkins, big-time three-pointer. She now has 10 points and 6 rebounds. And Tornadoes (41-36). NC Wesleyan has been stuck on this 36 number for a long time, scoreless for 3 minutes. A 7-0 run for the Nados. up ahead, 41-36. Shepard. Boyce. Hester. And fouled on the play. Hester will get another trip to the free throw line as Williams be charged with the foul. Her first. Hester makes the first of 2 free throws. Second free throw good as well. Tornadoes a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. 5:20 to play here, third period. Three-pointer off the mark by Williams, rebounded by Parkins. Shepard pushing the tempo. Stops in her tracks, then tries to find Boyce. Picks the ball back up. Parkins. Quick pass to Boyce. Boyce tightly defended by Evans, perhaps too tightly defended as she's called for the foul. And the Tornadoes on a 9-0 run. Timeout on the court, 43-36 Brevard. Tornadoes outscoring the Bishops 11-3 here in this third quarter. Currently on a 9-0 run. Boyce misses the first attempt at the line. Second attempt, good. Boyce now with 9 points, 6 rebounds. Here's Hughes. Hughes will draw the foul on Petty Wilkins. And trip to the free throw line for Hughes. 2 foul shots coming. Just the 5th and the 6th free throw attempts. For NC Wesleyan. As Hughes is able to deliver on that first free throw attempt. Second free throw is good as well. NC Wesleyan was scoreless for so much of this third period into those 2 free throws. Hester from downtown, it's good. Been waiting for that all evening as Hester hits the three-pointer. Hester now with 12 points, her first 3 of the game. She started 0 for 4 from beyond the arc, but great to see Hester coming through. And then she comes through on the defensive end. So Josie Hester and the NATOs stretch their lead to 9 points after the made three. 4 minutes and counting here in the third period. Hester. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll be NC Wesleyan ball coming back the other way. .340 to play here in the third period. Simmons to Hughes. She misses the three. Rebounded by Hester. Hester to Petty Wilkins from downtown. It's good. Petty Wilkins with her third three. Now with 14 points. And the Tornadoes have just opened up their largest lead of the game, 50-38. A 15-5 advantage here in this third period as Shepard takes it away. Shepard up ahead. Finds Petty Wilkins with a nifty ball fake. And a timeout on the court as NC Wesleyan calls the timeout. 52-38. Back here at the Boschmer Gymnasium, a 20-5 advantage here in this third period. It's been all NATOs. Largest lead of the game at 14. As Boyce well defended there against Evans. Here's Roan the other way. And a little bit of a chuckle there. It's that attempt over the backboard. Roan trying to make an impossible shot happen. She and Petty Wilkins with a couple little giggles on the other end. 2-3 zone for the NATOs. They switch back and forth between man-to-man and zone, and it's been effective here in this second half, holding NC Wesleyan to 1 of 14 shooting. Three-pointer is no good, make it 1 of 15. Final 2 minutes to play here in this third period. A third period that the Tornadoes have absolutely dominated. Hester, ball fake, now takes it into the lane and misses the jumper. Rebounded by Evans. And a miss there, and it'll remain NC Wesleyan ball as Hester and Eza were battling for it. China Pouncey checks in for the NATOs. Simmons and Jordan back into the game for the battling Bishops. Update from Southern Virginia. The number 1 seed, Southern Virginia, 52, Methodist 38, late in the third period. Offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, and delivering on the three-pointer is Simmons. And my, oh my, did NC Wesleyan ever need that. Started the period 1 of 15 from the field until that three-pointer. Make that 1 of 16 start in the third period. One minute remaining here in this third as Petty Wilkins launches herself into the passing lane. Nalia Boyce at the scores table. She'll check back in. She replaces Parkins. So Roan, Hester, Boyce, Pouncey, and Petty Wilkins on the court for the NATOs. Williams, Copeland, Simmons, Jordan, and Lynch for NC Wesleyan. Splitting two defenders there, and we'll see what the call is here on the miss by Simmons, and it'll be Tornadoes ball. Final 35 seconds to play here in the third period. Petty Wilkins hands it off to Hester. Hester with the finish. Nicely done. She's come alive here in this third. 14 points for Hester on the contest. 8 rebounds, 3 steals. Big time all-around game. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Hester. Hester pushing the tempo. Petty Wilkins with the open three. It's no good. Tornadoes looking for a buzzer beater of their own. But what a third period for Brevard. A 22-8 third quarter advantage. Tornadoes shot 7 of 13 from the field, hit 3 3-pointers in that third quarter. Meanwhile, on the defensive end, they held NC Wesleyan to just 2 of 19 shooting in that third period. Critical stretch has put the Tornadoes ahead 54-41 as we head to the fourth at the Bosch. Start of the fourth period, Tornadoes 10 minutes away from a trip to the championship game in the USA South Conference Tournament. Nice pass underneath from Jordan to find Copeland. Copeland delivers. She now has 8. 11-point lead for Brevard. Here's Roan from 3. It's no good. Head coach Donald Hudson at the helm of Brevard College in his 9th season as the leader of the women's basketball program. Hall with the finish. So a quick 4 points for NC Wesleyan. Can't take your foot off the gas if you're Brevard, especially in these tournament situations. As a miss there from Petty Wilkins, here comes NC Wesleyan. Hester, quick hands there, able to get the steal from Copeland. Now up ahead to Roan, it's no good. Strong rebound from Hall. And then a traveling violation from Hall as Pouncey got after it. Roan with the inbounds underneath. Taken away there from NC Wesleyan. NC Wesleyan the other way. Hall with the finish and one. As Parkins and Shepard are going to check in for Roan and Pouncey. So NC Wesleyan coming out firing here. In this fourth period. Hall with her first trip to the stripe. Misses the free throw. Rebounded by Petty Wilkins. Tornadoes 0 for 3 to start this fourth. NC Wesleyan 3 for 3 from the field. Parkins with the finish. And then a turnover on NC Wesleyan on the inbounds after the make. Self-inflicted wound. And the Tornadoes will inbounds it, but then a turnover right back to NC Wesleyan. Full court pressure from NC Wesleyan. Meanwhile, miss there from Williams. 7:55 to play here in the fourth period. Boyce. Hester from downtown, no good. Shepard somehow keeps that alive, and then the finish by Parkins. McKenna Parkins, what an effort by Shepard. As the crowd starts to come alive here at the Bosch. Three-pointer from Simmons, no good. Rebounded by Shepard. Seven minutes and counting here in the fourth period. Hester, mid-range jumper, no good. Boyce battling with Copeland. And it's off of Copeland, Tornado ball. Southern Virginia 56, Methodist 40. 8:50 left to play in Buena Vista, Virginia. Timeout on the court here at the Bosch. Brevard 58, NC Wesleyan 47. Tornadoes ball out of the timeout. Petty Wilkins shot there, no good. Rebounded by Hall. Hall able to keep that alive to Copeland. And it'll be NC Wesleyan ball underneath. .6:28 to play here in the fourth. Runner along the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Shepard. Williams with that last attempt from NC Wesleyan. Just over 6 minutes to play here in the fourth. Hester with the finish. .5:55 to play here at the Bosch. Tornadoes ahead by 13 until that, as Hall now with 12 points, six rebounds. Shepard directing the Tornado offense. Tornado starting lineup on the court. Boyce missing the mid-range jumper. 5:20 to play. Boyce, great defense there against Hall, as Hall misses the turnaround jumper down low. Here's Shepard. Hester, pump fake, and she's going to be called for a traveling violation. 20th turnover for Brevard College, so if there's been a weakness this evening for Brevard, despite leading by 11 points here in the semifinal, it's been the turnover department. Jordan is going to get a trip to the free throw line, a foul by Parkins. 4:47 to play. Southern Virginia appears to be pulling away from Methodist, 60-40 now the score, with 6:20 to play in the other semifinal. Free throw there is good by Jordan. Jordan's first point of the game. She does lead the team with rebounds with 6. Speaking of rebounds, 3 different Tornadoes sitting on 9 rebounds. Hester, Parkins, and Shepard. And Hester and Parkins with one more rebound would record a double-double. Hester with 16 points, Parkins with 14. Jada Petty Wilkins also with 16 points. Parkins was looking for Boyce down low, and it'll be NC Wesleyan basketball. Nine-point game as NC Wesleyan has outscored Brevard 10-6 here in this fourth quarter. Boyce able to get the steal right back for Brevard. Parkins. And hard foul there is going to send Parkins to the free throw line. Foul on Lynch. And McKenna Parkins will step to the line. McKenna Parkins, the senior from Marion, North Carolina, McDowell High School. What a career she's had. Member of the 1,000-point club here at Brevard College. Makes one of one free throw. One of two, rather. 61-51. Brevard on top. 3:43 to play. Williams dribbles to her left, defended by Shepard. Williams, nice bank shot to finish off that equation. 15 points for Williams to lead the Battling Bishops. Shepard up ahead. Shepard can just stop on the dime like a Formula One race car. Three-pointer from Boyce is good. Check that, actually a long two. So, two-pointer makes it a 10-point game. 3 minutes to play here at the Bosch. And that'll be a foul on Shepard. Still not in the bonus. Fourth team foul. Shepard's second foul. As Tornadoes back into the zone defense. As foul there on Boyce. First foul of the game on Boyce. As now NC Wesleyan in the bonus, so for a team trying to come back, free throws are the best possible remedy. It stops the clock and gives the team trying to mount a comeback the opportunity for easy points, and they're able to capitalize with two there. 8-point advantage. Shepard up ahead. Shepard again with a beautiful stop and go. And then a quick move to her right. Shepard finds Boyce, and Boyce with the kiss. 10-point lead, 2:25 to play. And it'll be a trip to the free throw line. For Williams, so from NC Wesleyan's perspective, they're drawing these fouls against Brevard. As deficit back down to double digits. Shepard, by the way, 10 assists. It's a huge number. Meanwhile, 65-57 your score, 2:19 to play, timeout on the court. And NC Wesleyan, coming out of the timeout, comes up with a steal. It's an 8-point ball game here at the Bosch. 2:17 to play. Tight defense by Parkins. As you can just feel the intensity crank up here at the Bosch. And a backcourt violation. At least the apparent call, but now they're saying the referees have different ideas on what just went down. And it will indeed be Brevard ball. So got it all sorted out. Shepard with the beautiful move there. Keeping her dribble alive, and then a tie-up situation as the intensity continues to crank up. By the way, the 10 assists for Lexi Shepard, a school record. Parkins. Meanwhile, missed there from Petty Wilkins. 8-point ball game here at the Bosch, 1:45 to play. Three-pointer, but blocked by Hester. Great closeout by Hester, who gets the block shot. And then a foul on NC Wesleyan. Lynch. Called with the foul. Fouls to give, just the second team foul for NC Wesleyan. Boyce. Here's Hester. 1:13 to play. Hester will get a trip to the free throw line as she's fouled by Jordan. Hester brings the lead back to 10 for the NATOs. Time running out on NC Wesleyan. And the finish there by Williams. And a foul on NC Wesleyan. 8-point game here. Still fouls to give. So if NC Wesleyan wants to start sending the Tornadoes to the free throw line, they still need to add up a couple more team fouls. Parkins for three. It's good. McKenna Parkins, 70-59. Final 20 seconds here at the Bosch. McKenna Parkins, big time delivery, and Shepard adds to her School record assist total, now with 11. And the Tornadoes 16 seconds away from a victory here.
Tornadoes win, the Tornadoes are heading to the championship.
And a timeout on the court. 70-60 your score, 16 seconds to play. "16 seconds away from a trip to the championship game for Brevard College. Big time effort here from so many NATOs. Shepard. And she will run out the clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Brevard College will advance to the championship game of the USA South Conference Tournament. Big time win, 70-60. And they will take on Southern Virginia on Saturday. Southern Virginia has just put away Methodist in the other semifinal. 70-60 your score. Josie Hester, 18 points, 9 rebounds. McKenna Parkins, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Lexi Shepard, 9 rebounds, a school record, 11 assists. Jada Petty-Wilkins, 16 points in the win as well. NC Wesleyan led by Williams with 19, Hall with 12, Simmons with 11.
the ball.
Joined by head women's basketball coach Donald Hudson. A 70-60 win for the Tornadoes in the semifinal. Trip to the championship game of the USA South Conference. Coach, I know you're proud of this effort this evening, and congratulations on the trip to the championship.
Yeah, for sure, Phil. For sure, man. Hats off to North Carolina Wesleyan. First, I have much respect for Coach Trader and what she's done with that program, and we knew we had our hands full coming into this one. You know, once you get to postseason play, just because you had success against this team in the regular season, that has nothing to do with this game, and we saw that. They made us work for it, man. They came out in their adjustment from the first two games would have pressured us a little more, switch everything, and we suffered with some of that pressure. You know, one of the big things going into this game was our offensive rebound, well, their offensive rebounding and trying to take it away. We did a good job on that, only giving up 9 offensive rebounds. But then that pressure, 22 turnovers. You know, and that was the cause of a lot of their offense in the first half, I thought. You know, we turned it over. And anytime you turn it over above the three-point line and between the free throw lines and you give teams run-outs like that against a fast team like this, you have no chance. You know, so at the half, we talked about really, really taking our time, not letting them speed us up, being more intentional with our offense, being a little bit more organized. And you saw a third quarter where they only scored 8 points because we took away some of the transition. You know, we backed out of our press some and just made this thing a 5v5 game in the half court. You know, and we gave up some open looks at times, but some of them we were okay with, you know, going into this game, just contesting it and making sure we box out. But good overall effort from the group, really good second half. Nobody blinked at halftime. You know, we knew we were going to be in a battle, and I'm really proud of the group, you know, and it's been a long year. Job not finished, though, Phil. You know, one more. We got a chance to practice tomorrow. We're going to head up to Virginia tomorrow and get ready. I'm saying Virginia. I don't even know if they won. Did we know if they won? They
yep.
did? Okay.
It's official. Heading to Buena Vista, Virginia this Saturday.
Yeah, so we're going to practice tomorrow, get on the road, eat good, get on the bus, sleep a little bit, and get to the hotel. And we'll have a shoot-around Saturday morning and go win us a championship on Saturday.
Outstanding stuff. Do you want to talk about a couple of the individual efforts, Coach? Want to start with Lexi Shepard. School record, by the way, 11 assists. Okay. And you put that number next to a 9 rebound total. She almost had a rare assist rebounds, double-double, just 1 rebound away from that. But she was making all sorts of big plays all over the court, you know, just some of them just electrifying, by the way.
For sure. And that kid's done that her entire career, man. And she's the heartbeat of this club. You know, and the locker room will tell you that. Just the energy that she plays with is a big ball of just flying around, making sure we're set offensively. I didn't know she had 11 assists tonight. I knew she was dishing it out and getting us some good shots. A couple of them late. She drove middle, throw back to Nelia Boyce, hit a nice 10, 12-foot jumper that kind of gave us a little bit of separation in the fourth. And just her ability to create. You know, she can get into small cracks, crevices on the floor. And we talked about this team, like, hugging up. So there's going to be driving lanes and opportunity to create for teammates, and she did a really good job with it. So the big 11 assists, the rebounds are even bigger, you know, and the defensive energy that she brought to the team. I thought the kid had a phenomenal game.
Yeah, but she's one of 4 players who reached double figures in this one. McKenna Parkins, 18 points, 9 rebounds, and hit a couple of big threes at big moments. She had 3 3-pointers in total.
Yeah, I mean, those kids have just made big plays throughout their career, Phil. You know, McKenna hits the corner 3. That's kind of the dagger. Big rebounds, getting to the free throw line. Had a few possessions below the block where she got to some good shots. And having 4 people in double digits, that's really getting it done. That's moving the ball. That's finding good shots. And that's embracing the pressure that we were receiving. And now let's be good with it, be better with it in the second half. And I thought the group did a really good job of that.
We celebrated McKenna Parkins and Josie Hester before the start of the last game because they both joined the 1,000-point club. Well, Hester, after a slow start, came up big, especially in that second half, totaling 18 points, 9 rebounds. And despite a night that she wasn't really hitting the 3 and that kind of thing, still came up big.
Yeah, and we knew coming into this game that they were not going to let her have another 29-point night. You know, if their plays last, Saturday. We just played them Saturday. So it's really close. So we knew coming into this one they were going to try to do some things to make her struggle, and they did. The first half, they made it tough on them. She got an early sub in the first quarter to kind of let her see things from the side and kind of ease into the game. And then coming out in the second half, the intention was to get her around the basket a little bit. So she's not just hoisting up threes without rhythm. She's a rhythm player. You get her a few shots below the free throw line, posting up and get her some free throws. Now she's seen it go through the basket, and now she becomes really dangerous at all three levels, and a really big second half from her.
Yeah, no doubt. And do want to mention the two other players in double-figure scoring, Nalia Boyce, 13 points, 8 rebounds, and Jada Petty-Wilkins with 16 points. She came out on fire in that first quarter.
Yeah. Jada kind of kept us alive early. Like, we were struggling a little bit to find consistent offense, kind of dealing with that pressure. But she took it upon herself to find certain shots and hitting a few threes. And I talked with her. Was it Jada? I think it was just Jada this morning I talked with. And maybe Coach Britt as well. Like, when we're at home, Jada, Christina, and Joe, when they're making certain threes, in my opinion, it feels like more than 3 points. It just has a lot of weight to it because the crowd gets into it, especially when she starts making the deep ones. Some of them I'm not okay with, just bad shots at times. But tonight I don't think she took a ton of bad shots. She stayed within herself, and a big game from her and Nalia Boyce. Like, I can't say enough about that group that finished the last 8 minutes, getting those stops. We talked about this team catching it in the slot and driving in our zone, and Nalia showing her hands, like showing up, making it go over the top. And now when she shows up, our wings have to get down and rebound. And I thought we executed the game plan really good the second half. Yeah. Actually, the entire game, our defensive game plan was there. It just took a little bit for our offense to get going.
Yeah, and NC Wesleyan was making things difficult with
sure.
their pressure defense.
Yeah.
No
Hats
doubt
off.
about that.
Hats off. We had to earn this one. This wasn't a game where they came in and laid down and gave it to us. We had to go toe-to-toe, punch for punch, get hit, and then give it back a little bit. And I thought the team did a really good job of that. Hats off to the group.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, a trip to the championship game at Southern Virginia. This team has been atop the USA South Conference for a while now. The Tornadoes have proven that they can hang with Southern Virginia. We saw that in the regular season matchups. Could you look ahead to that game? I know you guys are still enjoying tonight, but big matchup and one that I know the Tornadoes are going to be ready for.
Yeah, for Saturday. Sure. And a good program led by a really good coach. Good players throughout the roster, and it's going to take a good game from us. Like, we're not just going to go over there and blow them out, I don't think. It's going to take a really gritty game. We've got to win the hustle plays, similar to what we did tonight. We've got to execute our defensive game plan. We've got to deal with their pressure. But I'm looking forward to it. Phil, that group is ready to go, man. They're ready to go, and so am I. But we got our hands full. We know that. It's a team that's played really well all year. I think they've won maybe 20, 21, something like that in a row. They lost early in November, mid-November, and they haven't lost since. And they've been in some close games with us and everything, but looking forward to it. But we know we got our hands full with them. We'll deal with that tomorrow. But for right now, we're going to enjoy this one. I'm going to go watch the Lakers tonight, 10:30, Timberwolves.
Very nice.
Yep.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Like you mentioned, had to earn this one. This was a tough NC Wesleyan club that the Tornadoes took care of. 70-60, the final. Final words, to all of NATO Nation before we send you off to Virginia in the championship game?
Yeah, and the biggest thing, and I probably should have started with this, was thanks to all the supporters, everybody that's tuned in throughout the year, everybody that's come to games. And I mentioned this on Tornado Talk, stats within our conference, women's basketball, we lead the conference in attendance. And we do not take that lightly at all. Like, when we started playing well in the third quarter, you felt the crowd get into it. They had to call a mid-quarter timeout, and you just heard it and you felt it. And we thrive off of that. So thanks to everybody for coming out, making this a really good year, and hopefully we can bring one back on Saturday.
Sounds great, Coach. We'll be cheering you on from afar. For those who want to make the trip, I'm sure you'll welcome Tornado fans in that building as well.
For sure.
But best of luck, Coach. Big-time congratulations. This was a hard-fought win, and the Tornadoes got it done.
Yeah, fun one to be a part of.
No doubt.
Yep.
Head coach Donald Hudson. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Appreciate
Always a pleasure,
you.
Phil. I appreciate you as well.
So that was head coach Donald Hudson. Appreciate him stopping by and his words of insight following the 70-60 win by Brevard College. Tornadoes will face Southern Virginia in the championship game. That's Saturday at Southern Virginia, the number 1 seed. And just a big, big time win for the Tornadoes against a tough NC Wesleyan team. This team brought it from the beginning. Josie Hester, 18 points, 9 rebounds. McKenna Parkins, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Jada Petty-Wilkins, 16 points. Nalia Boyce, 13 points, 8 rebounds. 11 assists and 9 rebounds for Lexi Shepard. The 11 assists, a school record. NC Wesleyan was led by Williams with 19, Hall with 12, and Simmons with 11. Hey, big thanks to those who helped behind the scenes. Justin Espino handling our producer role. Sharif Pennington on the camera. Brennan Wansley, our stats runner, sports information director. Joseph Marvin and Eric Freet on the statistics. Jim Hannis, big thanks to him all season long, our official scorer, as well as Ray Gill, our PA announcer, Heidi Jordan, Destiny Williams, Brad Jones, Vinny Carone, Jamie Atkinson have helped out all season long as well on the scores table, as did Juan Mascaro Jr. So appreciate all of them and appreciate you, NATO Nation, for continuing to support these Brevard College student-athletes. Best of luck to Brevard College as they head to the USA South Conference Championship. That'll be Saturday versus Southern Virginia. Hope to see you this weekend as well. Men's lacrosse action Friday, baseball and softball Saturday. For all of us at Brevard College, your final score for the final time, Brevard 70, NC Wesleyan 60. Go Tornadoes.